It's challenging for me at this time, as it is, I'm sure, for many. But to be a yoga teacher, where all I can actually sit here and say and feel and join the voices of many thousands, millions of people, is that Black Lives Matter. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to want you to come to a seat, close your eyes, and feel that mantra. Black Lives Matter. Love is an action. Love is a call for justice. Hands to prayer. Join me with one Om. Sending love, protection, justice and equality. Sending strength. Speaking our truth. Let's be guided by truth. Chant Om. Breath in. Feel your breath. Your given gift is your breath. No man has the right to take your breath away. Let's come onto all fours. Simple cat-cow. Breathe for yourself. Breathe for humanity. Exhale, round spine. Lower belly pulls in. Feel your breath as your guide, your wisdom. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round. Few more like that. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breath represents life. Life is equal, an equal right to each one of us. Inhale as you feel breath through your body. Carry a greater message. Breath out. Why did our friend George die? Saying, I can't breathe. It is life, is breath. Come forward onto all fours. Simple down dog. Press your hips back. Curl the toes under. Releasing your head. So my friends, I would lie to not say anything about our current situation. For our current situation weighs heavy on me as an individual. And if I have any chance to create change or influence other people to see justice, I will. It's who I am. So please find that sacred space inside of you, and sanctity means equality. What does that mean to you? Walk your feet forward, unlock your knees. We're going into the hips. Unlocking those knees, soften the head, back of the neck releases. Breath in. Keep the outer edge of the feet parallel. Breath out. Let each breath carry life, and life is valuable. It means responsibility. Life means you have a service to perform on this planet. Inhale, staying in a wide leg, chair or half malasana. Arms rise up. Exhale, only halfway down. Strong extension from tail to crown. Inhale, arms draw up. Reach up and back, wide-legged Utkatasana. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, rise. Feel the rooting down into your hips, rising through the spine. Exhale, halfway down. Couple more. Breath in. And breath out. Hold, inhaling here. Pick up your toes. Exhale. Feel the power in your legs. God gave us power for a reason. How do we choose to use it? Feel the strong muscles working, the breath, the heat. Exhale, fold forward. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, gently uncurl spine and rise all the way up. Turn to the long edge of your mat, toes out, heels in. Goddess, sink down into your seat, spine rising. Inhale, arms rise. Sink down as you rise up. Exhale, float forward. Spine flat back. Press your seat back, shoulder, hip bone one straight spine. Inhale, rising. Again, feel the breath and find a place of gratitude that your breath has not been taken away from you unjustly. Exhale, fold. That your breath is a privilege. Inhale, arms rise. Feel the expansion of the breath. Use that breath, that life, for purpose. Exhale down. Now stay down. Elbows pressed to the inner thighs. Perhaps a little movement to the left, a pulsation to the right. Notice the sensation moving through a sacred container. Your body is a gift. How do we choose to use this life, this body? Life isn't about the ego, the greed of oneself. Love is an expression of equality. Staying down. Notice how you choose to respond. Your mind fighting back. Our minds are constantly fighting back. That is the war that we're in. It's ultimately in our own mind and ego, but that manifests in this outer world as egotistic people fight. Greed. Power. Use your voice to defeat the mind. Exhale, toes in. And then release as you fold forward, forward, forward. Let your upper body hang. Can you find the sacredness in your container, the breath, and in the space that you embody? And notice that as you come home to yourself, get grounded, get clarity. Slowly uncurl, rise up, all the way to standing. Toes touch, heels 1 inch apart. Inhale, arms circle out and up. Utvatadasana. Root down, rise up. Every breath is rising, expansion. Let your actions be one of expansion, not depression. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, spine lifts, flat back. Exhale, let's step back high or spring back low. Choice is yours. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Bend the knees, step, hop to the front, spine lifts. Exhale, forward and fold. Inhale, arms rise, Utvatadasana, drawing up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Breath in, rise. Feel the power of your breath that brings consciousness, that brings love, that brings light, power. Exhale, fold forward, find gratitude. From that place, act and respond. Inhale, spine lifts to the call of equality, the call of justice. How do you respond? Step back high, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breath in, breath out. Bend the knees, step, hop to the front, spine lifts. Exhale, Uttanasana, chest to thighs. Inhale, arms rise, draw all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. One more, going into a mandala, deep fluid hip opening. Inhale, draw up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Spine lifts, flat back. Exhale, take it back high. Move your body with integrity, with choice. Lower. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Right leg down, dog splits. Inhale. Exhale, land right foot between the hands. Left knee descends. Top of the foot on the earth. Sink low. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Draw your arms forward and up. Peel your shoulders back. Always rise to the occasion. Don't go squirming back when there is conflict. Speak your truth. Chest to thighs. Straighten and forward. And that truth is spoken differently by each person. And it looks differently. No judgment. Inhale, bend the knee. Sink down. Find your roots, your inner conviction of who you are. Then rise and speak your truth. Your power of voice can be heard. Chest to thighs. Folding. Halfway. All the way. One more like that. Bend the knees. Draw down. Rise up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale down. Folding and straightening. Walk hands forward for your pulsing lizard. Lift the left knee. Take the right arm out in front. Inhale, coil up from the pit of the belly. Wrap right arm around shin. Hand on wooden floor. Then exhale, bend arm bone. Lower your chest, tipping forward so you can free your arm to that right angle. Inhale, curl up. Coil and lift. Pulsing lizard. Exhale, extend. Heel to crown. One more breath in. Breath out. Toes turn in. Inhale, Skandasana. Drop low left hip. Exhale, toes out. Heels in, goddess. Inhale, rising, goddess. Sink down as you rise up. Exhale, halfway fold. Inhale, draw up. Rise. Stay low in your hips. Arjuna wanted to run away from the battlefield. Exhale down. Yoga means to fight for justice, for love, for peace, for equality. Exhale down. Arjuna had to do that, but we can't do this alone. It is only the power of divine connection that gives us the strength to separate our actions from our ego. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right knee bends. Skandasana, drop low. Sinking down. Exhale, frame your left foot. Back of the mat, right knee descends. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Feel your breath rising. Again, each time you breathe, find a moment of gratitude for life. What does that gratitude mean? Exhale, chest to thighs, straighten. When there is a call to act, do you listen to the call? Now is the time. It is a call for action. Rise up, peel the chest away from the thighs. Stay low. Exhale down. Chest to thighs, forward and fold. One more like that. Breath in, draw down. As you rise up, exhale. Forward fold. Left arm wraps around the left shin. Lift the right knee. Snake the arm around onto the wooden floor. Lift the back knee. Coiling lizard. Inhale, rise. Round the spine. Exhale, extend from heel, sacral base to crown. Half push up. Lower your chest 2/3 of the way. Inhale, coil and lift. Exhale, lower. Do one more. Breath in. Breath out. Back knee descends. Walk back onto all fours. Anahata. Inhale here. Exhale, chest to earth. Slide onto your forearms. Forearm plank. Inhale, lift your knees, inner thighs. Tuck the tail, extend. Breath in. Breath out. Lower your pelvis, cobra or up dog. Slide your hands back. Strong, firm base in your legs. Inhale, rise. What are you rising for? A call to justice is being called to each one of us. How do you choose to respond? Down dog, take it back. Press into the forefinger and the thumb. Release the head, the crown, feel the spine rising. Inhale, right leg rising. Down dog splits. If you're with me mentally, feel that breath and feel, yes, Black Lives Matter. Exhale, back knee descends. Let's bring the power of divinity to support this justice cause. Inhale, arms rise. Peel chest away from thighs. Stay low. Exhale, chest and thighs forward. Straighten and fold. Interlace if you want. Inhale, rise. Sink low as you peel chest away. There's repetitive movement. It teaches us strength. It teaches us power. Exhale, fold. And now one more like that. Breath in. Staying down. Feel the breath if you know the movement. Embody that sacred force. Exhale, fold. Know that the action serves something greater. Right arm wraps around the shin. Pulsing lizard, back knee lifts. Inhale, crawl and lifts. Exhale, extend, heel to crown. Bend those arm bones out to a 90-degree. Lower the chest. Inhale, coil and lift. Exhale, extend. One more like that. Really feel an awakening from your roots, an awakening from your core, an awakening in your being to be the change you want to see. The message of Gandhi applies now. Left knee bends. All those revolutionists, they're calling us to action right now. What are we doing? Inhale, arms rise up. Sink low as you rise up. Use the sacred body in service. Exhale down. Not to our ego, not to our own problems, but come together. Call of the nation. Inhale, rise for a greater place of equality. Exhale down. Inhale, right knee bends. Land, sink down. Exhale, frame the left knee. Back knee descends. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms rise. My body, my words is who I am. And I share with you who I am, both in my physical and in my words and my intention. Back leg, front leg straightens, fold. One more like that. Breath in. Embody your words, your action. What does that look like? Exhale, forward. Chest on thighs. And fold. Lizard, left arm wraps around the shin. Inhale, lift the right knee, crawl and lift, coil. Exhale, pulse down, lower your chest. Breath in. Breath out. Last one. And back knee descends. Anahata. Walk hands forward, dog, tilt the pelvis. Exhale, chest to earth. Elongate that breath. Find a place of safety and home in your given breath that is God's grace. Rise as you come forward into high plank. The breath supports you. It gives you strength. Don't misuse this life. Be a part of history's change. Release hips, hands by the chest. Cobra, up dog, breath in. Rise. Breath out. Downward facing dog. I just want to say, really, if we believe in equality, what does that mean? If we believe in divine protection for a cause that is greater than the material, then we will always be protected. And although times are challenging, it is a call. Everything has to break, because every single one of us has to question our principle, our values, and how we choose to respond, act globally, nationally, personally. Left leg, different sequence on the left side. Inhale, left leg rises. Yoga is more than a physical action of body stretching. Step foot forward. High lunge, right heel and toe lift. Inhale, rise. Anjaneyasana, draw up. Tuck your tail. Exhale, circle the arm. Press your chest bone forward. Shoulders back. Turn on your back inner thighs. You tuck the tail. Glutes fire up. Inhale, arms rise. Anjaneyasana. Pause. Expand. Grow. Exhale. Open. Open. Sink lower into that left hip. Pulling up at the right inner thigh. One more like that. Breath in. Where does your power lie? It's more than a physical strength. Exhale. Opening. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches in front, twisting Skandasana. Exhale, left foot turns to the left, back foot knife's edge, left shoulder opens. Inhale, draw the left arm up, pick up your right underside of the hips. Exhale alongside. One more like that, breath in. Reaching, breath out. Toes turn in, bend your right knee, Skandasana. Exhale, toes out, heels in. Goddess, one upward goddess. Inhale, sink down as you rise. Feel the fluidity, the lightness, but the strength and the wisdom and the clearing of the passageways of the body. Exhale, halfway fold. Inhale, left knee bends, drop low. Exhale, frame right foot, back of the mat. Back heel and toe stack. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Root down as you rise. Sink lower into that right hip. Peel the shoulder points back. Turn on that left glute. Exhale. Open the arms. Draw back. Pull your torso up. Shoulders squeeze down the back. Inhale. Arms rise. Exhale. Open. Sinking low. Pulling up. One more breath in. Breath out. Hand to the floor, left hand to the floor. Inhale, right arm reaches in front. Exhale, right foot turns to the right. Back foot knife's edge, open the arm. Inhale, right arm comes up by the ear. Exhale, alongside the hip. Ooh, feel that nice hip, side body opening. Toes in. And then take it back through your vinyasa. High plank, Up dog or cobra. Down dog, we got one more round to complete these cycles. Even historically, we go through cycles, right? And each cycle is a new opportunity to create change, and each cycle does create the next step of change, right? So now we're hit another pivotal mark in history. Let us be that instrument of change. Inhale, left leg draws up. Feel the power of the extension. Exhale, draw knee in. Find your center, then step forward with integrity. Back heel, toe stack. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Tuck tailbone, sink down. Draw shoulders back. Exhale, open those arms. Inhale, circle the arms forward and up. Exhale, open. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches in front. Exhale, left foot turns to the left. Back foot knife's edge, arms along, open hip. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, alongside. Toes in. Right knee bends, Skandasana. Breath in. Exhale, toes out, heels in, goddess. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Press your seat back, extend from sacral base to crown. Inhale, left knee bends. Skandasana, exhale, frame, right foot. Rise up, inhale, draw forward and up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, open those arms. Circle. Tuck tailbone, pull up from your core. Inhale, one more like that. Breath in. Breath out. Hands to the floor, left hand to the floor. Right arm reaches in front, breath in. Exhale, opening. Right shoulder opens, back foot knife's edge. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, down. Last one. And then back to the front. Take your vinyasa or take it back to downward facing dog. Choice is yours. Recenter in the breath. The breath is a gift. Someone takes your breath away by force, unjustly. We value breath. We value life. If you value life, then let us fight for equality. Let us find the living force of Black Lives Matter to us. And let's not change that to all lives matter. When there is pain of a specific type, walk your feet forward, unlock your knees, soften the head, let yourself rest. Be that change that you want to see. Let your voice and action be heard. It is a call to humanity. What does this mean to you? Bend your knees, sit in Malasana, yogic squat. Press the arms to the inner thighs, telescope up through the spine, draw the shoulders down the back. Inhale here, exhale, draw into your center. Finding your truth, finding your voice, inhale, expand. Learning to channel that based on who you are. Exhale, don't compromise your truth. This world is a place of pain because so much have been compromised. So many people have been compromised. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale. This compromisation has to stop. Draw down, lower back onto your back. Hug your right knee into your chest. Take your big toe. Exhale, extend the leg. Pull the foot towards you. Press the foot away. Stay or extend your left leg. Inhaling here. Exhaling. We stretch our bodies only to open up where we are stuck energetically, physically, emotionally. Where are we stuck? We are stuck because we've been compromised by society. We've been oppressed by society. And we take a lesser position. I was thinking this to myself. For so many years, I've taken a lesser position just because you have to. As a woman of color, open the legs out to the side. Gently pull up. And clearing my container means clearing and finding my voice, my truth. And now is the time to be heard. Bring the leg back, change sides. How do you choose to be heard? If you're white, if you're black, if you're Asian, doesn't matter. Knee draws into your chest, take the big toe, extend the leg. If you're male or female, we all have influence over somebody. Draw the foot towards you, extend the right leg. Choice is yours. Get grounded, feel your back pressing into the earth. Feel a sense of presence to who you are, to the integrity of who you are and what you believe in. Open the leg out to the side. We have to find our inner voice first, our inner values, our inner integrity and truth. And only then, when we speak from a place of our core being, can we create change. But not that we hide that voice. That voice happens in actions. Come back up, roll your knees to your chest, and rock and roll up and down. Finding this slight rolling through the spine as long as you have no spinal disc issues. Then one more roll, come on up. Malasana, yogic squat. As you come into this yogic squat, you can choose to stay here. You can choose to play a little bit with Bakasana, crane or crow. Palms on the floor. Feel the earth, knees into the armpit. Wrap the elbows in. Tip forward. Begin to lift the toes. Straighten the arms. Step back, spring back, or just take it to down dog. Choice is yours. Breath in. Breath out. Right leg down dog splits. Inhale. Exhale, land right foot between hands, behind the wrist. Shorten the stance, left foot steps in, left toes at a 30-degree angle. Arms rise up, finding your base of the pyramid. Pull your back, left inner thigh back. Press into the back heel, grounding that heel. Exhale, halfway fold. Extend. Keep your strength, your spine hovering in space. Draw the outer right hip back. Feel the extension from the underside of the ribs. Find where it's hard and enter that place where it's hard, because where it's hard is where the transformation happens. And it is hard now in our social structure. It has been hard for thousands of years for those people of color. And that is where the transformation lies. For each one of us, exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, spine lifts, scissor the inner thighs, and fold forward all the way down. Walk your hands back, chin to shin, release. Allowing yourself to feel the sensation of your own body can open you up to feel other people's sensation, other people's pain. We are beings of love. We are social beings, and this pandemic has shown to each one of us how much we appreciate human connection just because we're told we cannot be with humans. We can't integrate, and now we're like hungry. And then let that cross the board. All humans. Let's bring everyone to that place of equality. 2 more breaths. Let yourself go deeper, deeper into the sensation, releasing. There is a power in allowing your mind as well as your whole being to explore past your comfort zone. There is a place where you will transform when you move past your comfort zone in a simple hamstring stretch or in the circumstances that each one of us are facing. Look forward, inhale, step forward, standing splits. Wrap your right arm around the shin, left arm lifts. Soften the right knee, chin to shin. Back, right leg bends, left foot lands. Warrior 2. Circle the arm up and over. Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, sink down. Press into the back heel. Inhale, revolve the warrior. Take the left hand, wrap it behind you. Bend that right knee as you reach up through the side body. Go a little deeper. One more breath in. Exhale, brace your right arm to the right inner thigh. Press the knee open. Left arm circles up. Breath in. Full extended side angle from heel to fingertips. Breath out. Stabilize your inner being and feel it radiate out into your physical being, into how you choose to live. Find your center, find your voice. Half bind, full bind, choice is yours. Hands to the inside of the right foot. Now notice the urge to want to lift your left foot up. Keep the back foot in warrior two. Walk right foot 2 to 3 inches to the right. Stay here, horse stance. Look forward, one long line from heel to crown. Or descend on your forearms at a 10 o'clock angle. Press your right seat back. Horse stance. Notice the mind wanting to pull you out of this. Notice the intensity. Release back knee, straighten right leg. Inhale, extend. Scissor outer right hip back. Exhale, stay or fold or extend full Hanuman. Straighten. Again, let's just hold this. Find a level of stability and intensity. Notice the stretch physically. Notice the pull in life. Embrace it. That stretch transforms us physically and socially. We are being called for something greater. And how do we choose to respond? Are we staying in our own bubble? Are we listening to the greater call of equality, justice, and ultimately the connection to human mankind? As you rise up, take the leg back. Parvita Skandasana. Left knee, heel lifts. Turn right foot to the right, back foot knife's edge. Now, kind of wrap, take your right hand to the right outer knee. As you drop the hip down, squeeze your inner thigh. Then just find this pulsing. Maybe your right foot comes a little bit more to the center line, but the right foot turns to that 3 o'clock angle. Left foot knife's edge. And you just lift up and pulse down. Finding that outer glute stretch, the outer piriformis IT band, tensor fascia lata. Then we stay here. You can stay here or shift forward, bringing the hands just slightly in front of the right foot. Roll onto the left outer hip. Now, you may just see my back here. I apologize. Right hand wraps around. Maybe you take your foot. Left hand can come closer and stay, or tip forward, elbow draws into the side. You lift your leg off the floor, hover for 1 breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths. And sit back into your right hip. Now you're facing the back of your mat. You take your right leg and you extend, interlace both hands. Full extending now, taking your leg, bend the left knee, bend the right arm, left and right arm out to the side, bring your right thigh closer to your chest, chest closer to the thigh. Figure 4, cradle that right leg. Now take the left foot, flatten it down at an angle. Maybe you stay here, just working this nice opening. Maybe your left hand comes over the top of the foot. Hand takes the foot as you extend into seated compass. Maybe you have a little Ashtavrikasana here. Maybe you stay here. So if you're coming into that arm balance, shoulder hooks under. And it's as if you're carrying your lower leg, hands to the floor, cross ankles, and lift, squeeze, tip. Release. Let us cross right ankle onto left shin, double pigeon. Flex the feet, fold over the leg. Rise up slowly. Now bring the right foot, cross it over the left thigh, so as if you come into a seated twist. But not, actually let's do the little seated twist. Left arm comes up and then twist. Let's do that little seated twist. Just because we want to get into the outer glute and find all ranges of motion in the spine. And we'll spin to the inside of the right foot arch. Lift your seat and spin all the way to the front. So now that you're here, you're going to sit into that half malasana squat. Then you might just choose to stay here. Bring your arms underneath your shoulders. Take your left hand to the outside of the left foot. And your key and the right hand to the outside of the right foot. What we're doing here, you're sitting back. You're not going to do both legs. I'm going to invite you to take your legs wider. And if you want a block, sometimes a block underneath the right hand's helpful. Lift so your hand's free. You're just on that left foot and your right leg's lifting up. Now I know some of you can't see that, so I'll spin to the front here. So you can see my right shoulder is still under my right thigh. My hand's on a block. It doesn't have to be on a block, it just gives you that lift. Stay or extend, taking the foot half, 3/4, all the way. Then maybe you have your block, maybe you don't. You can release. You can take half Tadasana. My wrists are feeling that. Fold forward. Then we'll take it back to down dog with or without your vinyasa. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, left leg rises, down dog splits. Oh, it feels good to stretch. Step foot through. Back foot grounds. Turn the right foot at a 30-degree angle. Hands to hip. Feels really good to move. I think I've been in a state of depression. And now I'm coming out. Inhale, arms up. Draw up, press into the back heel. Exhale, fold halfway. Now keep your spine long from sacral base to crown. Notice times that you feel depressed is because you are not acting in relationship to who you are, your truth. What you actually believe is being suppressed. And when you find your voice and you're able to express yourself with integrity, with love and kindness, but with action, then you don't feel so depressed. Hands to the floor, scissor left hip back. Extend spine halfway. Think about it. We have depressed a whole race for hundreds of years, chest to thighs. We have abused the rights of a whole race. If that doesn't weigh on you, it should. I'm sorry to say that. Walk your hands back, chest to thighs, chin to shin. Awakening into that sensation in the outer left hip, hamstrings, glutes. Sink a little deeper. Walk your hands forward, inhale, standing splits. Step onto the left foot, spine lifts. Soften the left knee, take hand behind shin, ankle, calf, and draw your chest closer as you fold. And grip those toes. Where are we clenching? Where are we gripping? Why are we clenching? Why are we gripping? Not just physically, but in our lives. We're trying to hold on to some ideal, some egotistical idea on show when the reality is being stripped in front of us. The truth is being awakened in front of us. How do you choose to respond? That was the first question in the Bhagavad Gita. How, in this time of conflict, does one choose to respond? That is the Bhagavad Gita. That is a quest of yoga. Giant step back, warrior two, back foot grounds. Circle the right arm, up and over. Front foot dissects, inner arch of back foot, stay low into the hips. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, left arm draws up. Revolve, warrior two. Sink a little bit lower. Exhale. Brace your inner arm to the inner thigh. Press the knee open, circle the right arm up. Find that long line of extension from heel to crown. Back heel to fingertips. Wrap the top hand behind you. Bottom hand under. Spin that top shoulder. Release hands to the inside of the left foot. Don't uproot the right heel. Keep it in that warrior two. Walk the left foot 3 inches to the left, hands to the inside of the foot. Now look forward, stay, horse stance. I'm not asking you to go deep. I'm finding you to trying to ask you to stay in your strength. If it's staying here, stay here. If you want to play deeper, walk hands to 2 o'clock. Press seat back, forearms descend. Find the place where you feel strong, not freaked out, not going into fight flight, where your voice can be heard, not where you are really too much past your comfort zone, where you cannot find your strength but find your voice, right? So both has to be there. It's a fine line. Staying down. I had to come out for a minute, only because talking and doing, I can't breathe and let release. Again, are you gripping your toes? Are you collapsing your back thigh? 2 more breaths. Release right knee. Straighten left leg. Half Hanuman. Stay. Or extend all the way forward. Full Hanumanasana. Notice the asymmetry. Left side and right side. There is always a difference. Some days I kind of wake up and I think to myself, this is crazy. Color of the skin is pigmentation. It is a chemical in our body. How is it that humans discriminate between a pigmentation, between species? We're the same species but different, right? It's almost laughable. It's like, are we for real in this planet? Have we really created the planet, the society we live in with such inequality? No spiritual values support this. None. None at all. Come back. Only ego. It's a society ego-based. Coming into that twist in Skandasana, right hand to inside of left foot, right knee lifts. Inhale, left arm reaches in front, back foot, knife's edge. Left foot turns to the left. Now drop down. Maybe your hands come onto the knees. I always like to close the center space so the foot or the heel comes closer into the center line. Sink down, it gets a little deeper into the outer hip. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Find this pulsation. Then lower. I like to bring that foot closer in and hug the knee into your center line so that you can feel the stability here as well as the stretch. Stay or descend on your hand or forearm. Wrap the arms around. Now as you roll onto the outer edge of the right hip, keep that back bottom leg knife's edge. I don't know if you could see it, the block's in the way. Stay or hand takes firm. Right hand closer into your side ribs, then tip forward. See if you can lift up. Press foot into hand. Lift. Takes a lot of concentration for me not to teach while I'm talking and doing that. Although it's a split second. Rise up. Spin to the back. Cradle. Take hands to the outside edge of your left foot. Extend. Right knee can bend, creating a little bit more extension from sacral base to crown. Let the arm bones bend out to the side. Bring chest closer to thighs. Then lay your right shin down, 30-degree angle. And let's take our arms underneath the left shin, cradle the leg, to that figure four, flexing the feet. Maybe we stay here this morning, feeling that nice opening in your glutes, outer hip. Or maybe you hook the leg over your shoulder and you cradle here as if you have a bag over your shoulder. Maybe hand takes foot, full compass extend. Maybe you stay or release into your double pigeon. Maybe you find a little play here. Ashtarikasana. Now one side's going to feel a little stronger than the other. Cross ankles, lift, and tip. Double pigeon. Left ankle on top of right knee. Hands by the side, extend. Maybe you gradually come down. Maybe the hands rest on the shin. Or reaching forward. Rise up. Left leg crosses over the right. Inhale, right arm draws up. Exhale, twist right arm, bump braces to the left outer thigh. Telescope up through the spine, flatten the thoracic spine. Contract belly and find your center. As you spin, open, flatten the chest. Coming into that nice twist. Hands come back to the inside of the left foot. Lift your hips, spin your hips around on the front edge of the mat. Then from here we're doing that same pose. Again, you may not want the block. I'll spin to the front so I can show you. Your feet is almost in that malasana shape. Block might come to the side. Take left shoulder under left thigh, hand on block. Then as you lift that left leg, maybe you just stay here. Maybe you walk your right hand out. Maybe you're just here. Maybe hand takes foot, extend, half, 3/4, all the way. Find that full breath. And whenever you feel fully exploring that shape, that sensation, release and forward fold into nice forward fold. Then sit back. Malasana. Drop down all the way into your seat, soles of the feet together. Open the feet out like a book. Press your inner elbows to the inner thighs. Telescope up through the spine. Extend from sacral base to crown. Draw belly button to big toe, chin in as you fold forward. Stay, walk your hands forward. Allow gravity to assist you here. Let yourself go in to hear the greater calling. Strip away the falsity that we have lived our lives by. Each one of us has lived based on social pressures, demands, survival. We've all, every single one of us, have become compromised in our truth. But now everything is breaking, everything. It is our only chance now to be that change that we want to see. Rise up slowly. As you come up, lower back onto your back, close your legs, finding your bridge. Hands alongside your hip. Outer edge of the feet parallel, curl your toes under. Press through the feet. And rise, peel lower, upper, mid-spine off the floor. Now you can choose to stay here. You could take a supported bridge if you prefer. If you're on a supported bridge, stay in your supported bridge. When the heat is so intense now, today's going to be a very hot day, energy's very intense, we've got to get grounded so that we can respond with integrity. Release down or stay on your block. Then come into one more bridge or wheel, hands up by your ears. If you're going into the wheel, flush out what doesn't serve you. Feel your heart opening, feel your whole front body expanding. Press up, move chest through the window of the arms. If you need to stay more grounded, then supported bridge is a better option to stay grounded, to stay calm. Whatever your choice, let your choice serve the consciousness so that you can find clarity, integrity of purpose, and wisdom of action. Release down slowly. Let's all of us hug our knees to our chest. Lower sacral base presses into the earth. Exhale through the mouth. Let us both, all of us, roll to the left. Look to the right, undoing any last, disalignment in the spine. Back to center, change sides, roll to the right, look to the left. And release, extend legs, palms face up. Shavasana, final relaxation. Exhale through the mouth. Experience your breath. It is your gift. Everyone has the right to breathe. A person's breath should not be forcibly taken away from them untimely based on their color. Remember this when you breathe. That's all I have to say. Draw your knees to the chest, come to one side and rise to a seat. Hands to prayer. Close with one Om. Om. Namaste. Thank you. I would like to just say a few of us from Back to Yoga DC, friends of mine, will be protesting on Saturday, using our voices in sacred chant to be heard, to be vocalized together as a force in sacred mantra and chant. So we're going to be doing kirtan as part of the protest and using kirtan to bring about justice and equality. So if anybody wants to join us, you will see notices going up on our Instagram and Facebook page. And basically, it is our way to respond to what is happening at this time. A proactive voice in sacred chant to protest. So please, I invite you to join us. I can't but help share while I teach what is moving through me internally. And I hope I don't ever offend anybody, but God has given me this voice for a reason.